What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Dope Life Podcast, the dopest podcast ever. And I'm, of course, your host, Coach AJ, Dope Life Coach, the dopest life coach ever. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you never miss another episode. If you could be also lovely and leave us a rating and a review, we'll greatly appreciate it so our podcast can get out to dope individuals just like yourself. So in today's episode, we're going to be shaking it up a little bit. We're getting into nitty gritty because we're getting ready for 2026. So we're going to be talking about manifestation versus taking action and what you really need in order to set your goals for 2026. So grab a nice beverage, grab a snack, grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and let's get right into it. Now, you probably made a vision board before, you probably curated one, and you've forgotten about it. Do not feel bad about it because many of us will create it and we technically put it aside and we just hope that the things on the vision board would manifest itself. But obviously, we know we got to put in the work in order for it to come to fruition. I used to be the queen of that. I used to do the vision board and just say, yeah, it's just going to happen until I start realizing how important the action aspect made. I would have like the perfect quotes, the pictures. I would have the idea of what I wanted my life to look like, let's say within the end of that year or 5 years from now. But in the end, I realized that I visualized a lot, but I haven't done enough work by the end of the year. And I would be giving myself kind of like the worst feeling, thinking like I have failed myself. And that's what we're going to get in today, how to bridge the gap from manifestation into actually taking action. Because when the two of them come together, your vision board actually works. At the end of this episode, you'll have a clear indication of how you can bring it all together and bridge the gap. So let's start off with manifestation. What is really manifesting in the first place? Manifestation is really just turning your intention into reality, focusing on your thoughts, your beliefs, and the things that you really want in your life. It is not magical, it's alignment. It's intentional. When you focus your energy on something consistently, your brain starts looking for it even when you're not even thinking about it. I want you to think about when you're shopping for a car in that same color, same make and model. All of a sudden, you're on the road, you're seeing that same color, same make and model. That is your brain doing its job, bringing in focus on what matters to you in that moment. Some of the most famous people that you pay attention to or that you idolize and you look up to use intentionality more than you could ever imagine. For example, Jim Carrey. There was a segment where he was on the Oprah Winfrey Show and he talked about how he wrote himself a $10 million check and carried it inside his wallet. I'll never forget this. And I think it was when he did The Mask, he was actually able to cash that check. Or Serena Williams visualizing every win before she even steps onto the court. Manifestation works because it primes your brain for possibility. It primes your mindset for possibility. But here's where a lot of people mess up. They just stop at manifestation. They see the vision and they never step into it. That's like having a map to your dream destination and not even leaving the driveway. So let's get really down to the nitty gritty. Why don't vision boards just work alone? It's simple. Because manifestation without movement is just imagination. I'm sorry to tell you. You can't just stare at a picture of a mansion or a car or you on stage or you in your dream job and expecting to get everything in the mail, the keys to the mansion, the keys to the car. It's not going to happen that way. You can't just talk about that you want to walk in purpose and post it on social media, but you're not even taking one single step. What happens is people get very frustrated when it comes towards actually going towards the things that they want to go towards. They'll say stuff like, I manifested, I prayed for it, but are you walking towards it? Is your faith matching what it is that you're trying to go towards? You could speak it in existence all you want, but if you're not willing to put in the work, again, your vision board is just a nice, pretty little pictures that you've put together. I knew someone that had a beautiful vision board, aesthetically pleasing. But then when I asked them, okay, what are the steps that you're taking to actually make some of these things come to fruition? They replied to me and said, like, I'm waiting for it all to happen. And that's where the disconnect is happening. Your vision board is not the finish line. It's the starting point. And here's a few ways that you can fix it and correct it for 2026. So here's how you can fix the disconnect from your vision board and manifestation. It's like a manifestation equation, a little bit of math, but not really a little bit of math because I don't like math. And here's a 3-step framework that makes this work in real life. Step 1, visualize with clarity. Spend 5 minutes a day living in your goal. Let's say, for example, your goal is to have a certain type of car. Every time you step in your current vehicle, just visualize you already driving that car for 5 minutes or for the whole trip. Don't just picture it, feel it. Think about what you're wearing. What are you doing? Who's around you? And what does success smell like to you? The emotional clarity of that tells your brain that this is real. It shifts your energy from wishing to becoming. Step 2. This step is probably the most important one. break it down into actionable steps. Every vision on your vision board should have some sort of action plan. That's great. You put a picture of something on there that you really want to achieve by the end of 2026. What's the action plan that's attached to it? Okay, you put a bag of money on your vision board that you want financial freedom. What is that plan for you to gain financial freedom? Is it you're going to start a business by March? Is it that you're going to start saving money more in the back end? Is it you're going to start paying off, a couple bucks of your debt? What is the plan for you to achieve your financial freedom? That's just an example. Just remember, everything that you put on your vision board needs a strategy in order to achieve it. You could put it, looks pretty, great, but you need a strategy, an action plan to be attached to it. Number 3, schedule and commit. Now that you have an idea of what you want, you've gotten clear about it, you know you need a strategy to achieve what's on your vision board. Now you got to start scheduling it in. Move those actions into your calendar. Don't just let your dreams stay on a poster board or on a digital poster board using Canva. Give it an actual date of when you want to achieve it. If it's not scheduled, it's not an option because it's going to be there no matter what. If it's in your plan, it's possible. And while you schedule it, schedule a reminder maybe 6 months out. Hey, this is coming up. This is a good way for you to check back to see where you are when it comes towards working in your action plan and strategy. Like, I'll give you an example. Back when I started my YouTube channel in 2023, actually taking it more seriously, I'll actually probably say 2025, I decided to take it more seriously. My vision was to grow it to at least 20,000 subscribers. Now, I'm not near that just yet, but my other goal was to record one piece of content and post it. My other goal was I'm going to go live every Sunday, unless I have family obligations and personal obligations that I have to deal with. And the other one was to post at least one short reel a day. I've been able to do that for a whole year of 2025. That's how you turn your dream into data. And that's how I've been able to know who am I attracting on YouTube? How can I attract more? What do they like? What do they dislike? You may not reach the goal that you set right away. And this is why I say your 2025 vision board can still be used in 2026. Just adjust because maybe your dreams have changed a little bit. Maybe your vision has advanced even more. Also, but I'm going to say this, don't ever show your vision board, especially when you have things on your vision board that you haven't accomplished yet. In fact, I wouldn't even show it after you've accomplished it. I think vision board should just be for you. I'm just putting that out there for people who make content about it. I'm just saying, like, I never show my vision board. I wouldn't suggest it. Now that you have an idea of what you want your vision board to look like, this is a good time for you to start building it. You have the strategy attached to it. You're clear about it. You know you're going to schedule it in so that you could actually make it happen. So I want you to pick one image that represents one thing that you really want to get done and accomplish in 2026. Just one. And what is one concrete action that you're going to take this week to get started on it? You don't have to wait for January. You can start right now and then write down some tasks that you make. Just write down 2 or 3 and make sure these are doable tasks that you can do right now in order to get towards your goal. Let's say, for example, you want to travel a bit more. Great. Start looking at places that you want to go to. Start looking at the flights. Start looking at a way that you can start saving for it. Maybe create an account where it's just for your trip. And let's say you want to start a business in 2026. Start looking at creating a business strategy so you can kind of hit the ground running probably in March of 2026. Maybe you get someone to build a website for you, or maybe you build a website yourself. Maybe you could post your first to offer and create your own Instagram or TikTok account. The point is, you don't have to wait for January to kick in. You could actually start the work today. But how you could do that without feeling so overwhelmed and being intentional is just writing down doable steps that you could take today. Now let's talk about mindset, because this is where the real shift will happen. To actually make a manifestation actually work and with intention and purpose, you have to shift from thinking that I have to I get to. From I hope this will happen to when this happens. The point is we're speaking into existence with purpose. We're speaking to existence with alignment and intention versus just thinking that it's a fly by night and it's just going to happen. When you combine like consistent effort with all the energy you're putting into it, you're going to be unstoppable when it comes towards 2026. There's no saying that you won't. You will. And a few reminders I want you to keep in mind when you're making your vision board, thinking about it, even just making moves in 2026 is progress over perfection. We're not aiming for perfection. Perfection doesn't exist, but progress will get you to where you want to go. Micro wins also matter. Celebrate them. Don't forget to celebrate the smallest wins, the medium-sized wins, and of course the big ones. But sometimes we forget about the small and the medium ones. We think, yeah, I've done it. It's great. No, 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 no. They matter because those little steps are still bricks towards where you want to go. Stay accountable as well. Find a person or hold yourself accountable that is going to keep you in check, that you're still working on your goals. You could share a bit of it. Like you don't have to share a lot. You just go to someone, hey, can you just remind me every month to just say, hey, how's that going? That project you're working on? They don't need to know what it is if you don't want to share it with them. But that's a quick reminder of, maybe I need to work on it this weekend, or maybe I need to just take a step back and reevaluate my strategy for that, my action plan of what I'm working towards. Now, if you created a vision board for 2025 and you didn't accomplish everything on it, that's okay. I have a vision board for 2025. I did not accomplish everything on it, but I'm going to carry that into 2026. And now that I have a momentum going, I'm going to continue. For the most part, a lot of my vision boards have been a continuation for the last couple of years because I'm just constantly adding to it and leveling up every year. That's the whole point of it. A vision board is not there to make you feel bad that you haven't accomplished things. It's there to remind you to visualize what you visualized the entire time. And sometimes you're going to find that the exact same picture you picked is the exact same view you have when it comes towards you accomplishing that. I want to give you an example. Was I had the opportunity to take my mother to Cuba this year, and I put in the airplane window a picture of looking at the sunset. Well, below and behold, I didn't realize when I got back I had a picture of that. I was like, wow, like that's such an amazing coincidence, but it's not. It's alignment. I was intentional about it. It happened, and I got to add that in there, which was a great accomplishment of having to take that flight with my mom. So just keep that in mind. Even though you're creating that vision board, also create it of what you want to see. I mean, specifically, what it is that you want to see in your 2026. It's not just about the great things that you're going to accomplish. It's like, what do you really want to see? Because sometimes when you get a chance to actually see the view that you envisioned this entire time, it makes up for so much that you're like, wow, I actually did it. And you're going to take a step back and you get to celebrate it. Again, the micro wins, please celebrate all of your wins. You've accomplished so much this year that you probably forgot to celebrate some of them. So I'm just going to remind you that congratulations. You've accomplished so much and I'm proud of you. And in 2026, you're not just going to be a baddie at what it is that you're doing. You're not just going to stand up firm and be a king at what you're doing. You're going to accomplish so much more than you ever even imagined by following this framework. You understand? All right. Thank you so much for tapping into the Dope Life podcast this week. The next couple episodes, you're going to see that all going to be gearing you up for 2026 for success because I'm rooting for you. And I know we got this. All right. So I will see you next week. And y'all know what to do. Walk with peace, walk with love.